Okay, so I want to share an awesome conversation I had with a mom the other day who was talking about how she has to ask her son to brush his teeth like 150 times before he goes and brushes his teeth. I think the number she said was 10, but the feeling was 150. And she was saying how frustrating it is because finally, like, he'll go brush his teeth, but then he has this like learned helplessness, right? This exaggerated incompetence, she called it, where he'll like, like layer on the toothpaste and then be like gagging over the toilet. So we had this beautiful conversation about this where she was talking about how that's like the moment she just loses it and she's just furious. And I said, why? Like, why? Like, and I mean that, like, it's not a rhetorical question. Like, why? Right? I get it. But see, the fury comes from the idea that, like, you're making such a big meal out of this, as if I'm asking you for something so unreasonable, as if my demand is so stupid. See, the anger, it's about me. It's about how I feel like my child is perceiving me and how I feel like, well, that means I have to perceive myself that way. And if I know that my demand is reasonable, then you're the one who's at fault, child. So here's the deal. Actually, it doesn't need to go that way. Like, we can go, my demand is reasonable and you have a hard time doing it because it's not of interest to you. So actually, what if that child doing that funny little drama about his toothpaste is not actually his lack of compliance? What if that is his compliance? What if he's actually getting playful and he's like, I don't want to do this, but it's obviously really important. I've got to do it in some way that interests my brain. So I'm going to turn this into a freaking Greek tragedy of how I have to brush my teeth. He is complying with the limit, which is to brush his teeth. He's doing it in his way. It's a relationship. Like, can we fall in love with our children? Can we realize that a relationship is always more than one person? And that actually there are a lot of ways we can brush our teeth. We don't just all have to go like, brush teeth. Okay, brush teeth. Like, actually, you've got a kid who's going to be freaking hilarious and make it this crazy Greek tragedy. And the more you enjoy his brand of humor, the more of a comedy your life might turn into and less of a tragedy, right? It's really profound if you think about it. So I just wanted to share that with you all because my heart was really touched both by understanding her rage, and I remember when I was in that space, and understanding this kid who's being so misunderstood and not given the tools to actually change this, right? Because when he's getting yelled at for this, he's actually associating brushing his teeth with something worse every single time. And he's also not getting appreciated for his particular brand of humor, his particular brand of Greek tragedy humor. No, so here's the deal. Like, when we fall in love with our people, we get to help our people rise because they see us as a benefactor in their life. He sees us as someone who gets his brand of humor, who understands this is difficult to him, who sees that he's using a skill he has to actually rise. And that makes him want to use that skill more. And that makes him want to get better and better and better at rising and finding humor to deal with difficulty. And you know what we call an adult who uses humor to deal with difficulty and still rises to the occasion? We call them a pretty awesome person that we want to hang out with and have on our team, right? That doesn't happen if we're always yelling at our child for their special brand of skills. So my heart goes out to all of you parents doing all of this hard work day in, day out, getting those teeth brushed, getting them in the car seat, getting all of it. And I just want to invite you to have a lot of love and joy and genuine appreciation for the people that you have, and not to get stuck in your own story of what it means about you or them, because it means so much more. And if you want to dive into this and start understanding actually like what's really going on in those hard moments for you, then check out my quick start guide. You can also explore mentorship and learn how to do this for yourself and dial in your family, custom made. All right, go check it out.